All right, welcome to the Graveyard Sports Talk with your co-host CG Ruthless with all 32 teams. I'll say this: what I think about the coaching candidates. Ben Johnson, this was weeks ago. I do like the move because the Bears are only getting better. They got a coach who can develop Caleb Williams. They got the offensive weapons. They got everything. They just need a coach who can take them to the next level. This division is pretty competitive. Can the Bears make leaps in 2025? We'll see. Sometimes those rookie coaches can make that strong leap. So Ben Johnson has a good track record as a Lions offensive coordinator. So it's possible. So I do like the hiring because it does give Bears something different. I mean, Eberflus was a defensive minded coach. It just wasn't quite there. And they just moved on from it. But now, what do I think of the Jacksonville Jaguars hire? So Liam Cohn was supposedly turned down the job at first. He wanted to get himself out of the conversation because he wanted Trent Baalke fired. Nobody wanted to work with Trent Baalke. So the Jaguars owner had to do it. I don't think he wanted to fire him, but he had to because nobody wanted the job. So you had to do that. So it wasn't because of him, it was because he had to. So Liam Combs did one of the most savage things I've ever heard. He is somebody that just left them hanging. He was supposed to get a big contract to be the highest paid offensive coordinator for the Buccaneers. And then hours later, he gets a call and runs up over there to Jacksonville, makes up the lamest excuse that I've ever heard, and it pissed off the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they thought for a second they were going to have this guy back. And as it turned out, once he heard from the Jags owner that Trent Baalke was fired, he just ran up over there to Jacksonville and got the deal done. So I think this hiring for the Jaguars I think it's solid because now they have a chance to compete for a playoff spot. I think they'll make significant improvements with Trevor Lawrence. I think when you look at how this offense is in Jacksonville, it's not that bad. But they do need to fix a little bit on their defense. But I think it's a really good hire. I don't think it's a splashy hire, but it's good. I think this can be a playoff team. Just watch out for that team. So let's go on to the Raiders hiring Pete Carroll. Man, dude, sometimes hiring these guys that are just way past their coaching prime days is just crazy, bro. It's like getting Joe Paterno or, dude, you get at a point, bro. I get that Pete Carroll loves the game of football. I get that he's passionate about the game of football, bro. But you're 73 years old, bro. There's more to life than football. You know what I mean? But you're going to take a job that you're probably not going to be around too long, bro. You're probably going to be fired within 2 years. You sign a 3-year contract. I mean, you're taking whatever you can get, dude. You already won a Super Bowl. You won a national championship. But you're going on to the end of your career on a team that's a dumpster fire, bro. The Raiders, just from a perspective, bro, if I'm speaking for you guys as your own fan base, I get that this is something to be optimistic. But as an outside looking in, bro, this is not the way to go. I hate to say it, bro. It's being realistic, but not trying to be biased in any other circumstances. The Raiders should have did it very differently. They should have just get something with a GM and coach pairing and give it like a 4 or 5 year contract. Let them work together. Let them build something. Let them have at least 3 to 4 years to turn it around. And if it doesn't work out, you can fire them. But at least you guys are trying. That's the approach that the Raiders should have did. But they didn't do that. They're just doing the same old thing. And some of you Raider fans just don't know the meaning of being optimistic. So I get that maybe being this optimistic about this type of coach is good because he's a proven winner, but those are decades ago, bro. Just keeping it real. This is like hiring Tom Flores to the Seahawks. It's just like that kind of hiring because of his great resume. But now let's look at the Dallas Cowboys. Now, this one is the most laughable hire in the offseason. They had chances to get better coaches for that position. But the fact that they went with their offensive coordinator, who hasn't even done any play calls, it was mostly Mike McCarthy that did that. So the son of Jerry Jones made an argument with his dad and kept fighting for Schottenheimer to be the guy, which is crazy. They could have got better candidates. Kellen Moore was more qualified than this guy because at least he was considered a candidate and at least he was a quarterback. But they wanted to stick with continuity, which I do understand, but this wasn't the guy. It wasn't. At this point, you should have just gave Eberflus the job or Saleh or any other candidates, bro. They were more qualified. But you're giving it a head coaching job to a guy who hasn't had any head coach experience. The only thing he has on his resume is Marty Schottenheimer. So I can get it. So if I'm a Cowboys fan, I would be so frustrated. But why are you guys accustomed to this type of crap, bro? I'm asking you guys, to all you Cowboy fans, why are you guys getting accustomed to this crap, bro? Y'all need to make changes for y'all team. If I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, I'm a boycott. Dude, y'all fan base need to boycott the entire stadium, empty that stadium until y'all get the changes. Jerry Jones don't care about y'all, bro. He's been spitting on your face, bro. Until y'all do your boycotts and stop buying the merchandise, stop supporting the team, bro, he's going to eventually start listening to you guys. But until then, bro, he's just going to make a joke out of y'all, bro. Does Jerry Jones really care about y'all? That's what I think, bro. See, the difference between my fan base was we did some boycotts and people called us fake, bro. We did that to make changes. And guess what? It worked. The way how some of us did the boycotts during those times, they started listening. And maybe y'all can do the same. Make the changes. They need to be held accountable just from y'all, you know? That's how I feel. But there's nothing wrong with boycotting, bro. If y'all don't like the product, bro, y'all need to stand up for your team. Stand up for your team. I'm not saying you need to jump ships. No. Stand up on your team, bro. Let them know how you feel. You're the customer. You're buying the product. So that's my 2 cents, bro. The hiring of him is it's terrible. It's a joke. It's laughable. You might as well just get Jim Tomsula. I mean, it can't be any worse than him. But I digress. But let me know what y'all think.